Hi all, I'm Rohan. I'm from RohanMT. I'm here to talk on impact of COVID-19 on the job market in India. So the COVID-19 outbreak in India and the subsequent nationwide lockdown that followed from started from March 25 altered the landscape of the country's job sector. Right. So close to 10.9 million people lost their jobs in 2020, and no wonder that 2020 is termed as the worst year, at least in terms of jobs. In among various sectors, hospitality, aviation, and travel industry were hit worst due to the lockdown. You know, so many people were forced to take unpaid leaves, or they were terminated entirely. Yeah. Healthcare sector was one such sector which saw a little bit positive impact. So it created almost 0.4 million jobs in during the period July to December 2020. Yeah. Now let's talk from a data perspective. So, according to CMI reports, it is seen that it's shown that almost the unemployment rate reached to almost 6.5% in November, and then rose sharply to 9.1% in December 2020. So this was the highest unemployment rate since the recovering period, that is from June 2020, right? So among the 10.9 million people that lost jobs, 5 million jobs were lost in travel and tourism sector alone, right? So this was the worst area that one can imagine. So the worst hit jobs were, travel agents, tour guides, etc. In travel industry, most people that are employed are from marketing, sales, customer service, the people who plan itineraries, and on-ground people, tour guides, etc. Right? So and also smaller agencies had to shut down completely, and because of that, many people who are working on this industry, also the industry being niche, so many people working in this industry found very difficult to find alternatives for their jobs. So apart from this, the restaurants and the hotel industry were also hit very bad. So due to the COVID-19 fears and migration of workers, led to many eateries shut down. So close to 3.5 million jobs were also lost in these two segments. Now, talking about the allied industry, that is the automobile and transport sector, many drivers, uh, particularly buses and taxis, were being laid off, particularly because of the schools shut down, and many corporate employees were forced to work from home. Yep. So now close to 1 million such drivers and cleaners were out of job. In fact, like 150,000 school bus staffs lost their jobs and haven't received any financial relief. So this is as per BOCI India, right? So among these job losses, there is one thing that came in demand. So that is the gigs that came in demand. So what are gigs? Gigs are these short-term jobs that are being offered based on the seasonal demands, right? So it says that almost 75,000 jobs were created as gigs. So on the temporary basis, basically. So the most jobs that were created in e-commerce sectors, as we know that e-commerce took up a lot employment. Offline retail also took some, and IT and financial services also. So companies such as Ola, Uber, Swiggy, Zomato, Geomart, etc., Amazon. So these are few of the large players offering gig roles. So apart from these companies, edtech companies also gained a lot of revenue in this period, and it said that almost 130,000 jobs were created in education sector by these online companies. Yeah. So in 2021, edtech startups, e-commerce platforms, electric mobility, and healthcare firms are said to be the leading in hiring list. Yeah. So, a survey from Manpower Group said that nearly 65% of the employees reported that they may return to pre-COVID hiring levels within next 9 months to 1 year period. Right. So the sector is expected to drive the job market in the first quarter of 2021, include finance, insurance, real estate, as well as the mining and construction sector. But as far as the travel and tourism and hospitality are concerned, the situation is still worse. So they might still face downward trend. Right? So that's it from my side. Thank you.